I was searching how to rename my account.
Okay, so we will start if you agree.
Okay.
More, did you start to record or?
Yes, yes.
Do you see my presentation or not?
Yeah,
Yes.
we see the first slide. Nővész történet.
Okay.
Látkép.
Jó. So I wish I
Great.
wish to present myself. Hello, everybody.
Judith, I will present you if you allow me. I will present you first your.
Okay.
So good afternoon, shalom lekulam, and to the department seminar at the Maryland University. And today we are really honored to host Judit Falud today, a researcher from Hungary. As Judith graduated as an art historian and French language and literature teacher at the Faculty of Humanities, and received a master's degree in intercultural studies from the Faculty of Education and Psychology of Eötvös Loránd University. Between 96 and 98, she was an art historian and curator at the Hungarian Jewish Museum and Archives. And between 1999 and 2000, she was an editor of the Encyclopedia of Contemporary Hungarian Art, which was edited by Péter Fitz and published by the Encyclopedia Publishers in Budapest. In 2003, she was a curator at the Ernst Museum in Budapest, and from 2003 to 2023, she was a research fellow at the Institute of Art History of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences. From 2008 to 2012, she was the head of the collection of the Psychiatric Art Collection of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences, and from 2012 to 2023, she was a staff member of the same collection. She was the secretary of the Farkas István Foundation and a member of a board of trustees and from 2012 until 2009. She was also the president of the foundation until its termination in 2014. She also taught art history and visual education at the John Wesley Theological College in Budapest, and since 2014, she has been teaching art history at the Károly Gáspár University of the Reformed Church in Hungary. Judith today will talk about Femme Fatale and Jewish weakness. So without further ado, Judith, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mariam, for your invitation and for your presentation too. Hello, everybody. So I wish to present you just a research what I am doing, which is an ongoing research. And I was first speaking about one object from the psychiatric art collection of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences. And secondly, I wish to speak about one of my friends, French artist, and just some objects what he do, and I try to lie them to make a connection between them, and the connection is somehow how we can see a form which is seems to be a Christian form, but it is not. So that is the link, and I hope you will understand me, and I hope you will understand the whole focus of my research, which is mostly theoretical, but I am not sure if I will teach you some theoretical viewpoint, but just my thinking, how I see things. So the title of this slide is Nővészet történet, which means in Hungarian somehow representing females and women as linked to the history as her story, but somehow with the French calligraphy it is somehow linking art history and history of the female, because I read a book which was very interesting for me and influenced me a lot, which is a book about the 19th century literary history and history of normal male artist who was writing books about, and mostly romance, about the relation between women and men. And this French researcher, scholar, Mireille Dottin-Orsini, was making some groups, how these male writers presented the women, how these male writers think about women. Who is the woman? Who is the most desired woman? And the beginning of this book was speaking about the woman as the copy of the man, because the writers were thinking that only men can be creative, only men can create anything, an object, a poem, a roman, just because they are men. And it is a starting point which is very interesting, because at that time when I read this book, I was working at the psychiatric art collection, and I was thinking about how I can make a frame for that art pieces, which seems to be copy of something, copy of well-known art historical operas and oeuvres, and how can I make this frame of the copy as copy? And that was the starting point of reading this book about creativity, about women as copy of the man. And it was very interesting how to link to the minority point, to the minority thinking, and which is the relation between men and women, majority and minority in general, and how this frame can work in a different viewpoint. So the Femme Fatale, as a result of this Mireille Dottin-Orsini's book, is somehow the woman who is desired, who can destroy the man, who can only be part of the life of a man. And it is just Femme Fatale. It is just a framework for my research. So the keywords are copy, femininity, creativity, resilience, mirror image, and reflection. And I think this concept of the Femme Fatale is with us until now. So it is somehow a survival in contemporary thinking. And I think this theme is interesting enough to make research on it. So the psychiatric art collection of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences, as I told, there is a lot of copies. Copy in the meaning of art therapy, but also copy with the meaning of Femme Fatale, with the meaning of copy of the creativity. So first of all, copying is part of the art therapy somehow, because if you need to make the frame of your life, if you are destroyed somehow with some illness or because of some trauma, you need to recover yourself and recover your timetable to be reintegrated into the society. So copying is somehow method. Copying is somehow method to not thinking about what I am, but how I can act, how I can do things. Just I need to respect the frames of the white paper and respect the theme what I am copying. So it is somehow helping people who has difficulty to live, to work or to recover themselves. And also it can avoid to thinking about what to do, what to present from the inner world. So it is somehow a methodology for helping. And the other side is the methodology to present someone as a copy, what I am speaking about now. So let's go back to the book of Mireille Dottin-Orsini, which was created in 1993. So she was grouping this kind of romance, mostly from the end of the 19th century. And she was making normally 4 groups. The first was the woman as an automaton, a self-propelled but not autonomous figure. So it is something like the golem in the Jewish mysticism, a puppet who cannot act without any revival, any help of some other. So in that case, the male created the person of the female to his help, so, and with his help. So I don't know if, I hope you understand me. So this person is not acting from herself, just she can act as her creator confirm or think that she can act. And the second group is an entertainment element at the theater performance, is somehow linked to the Dr. Charcot, who made some presentation for everybody who was interested about history and about women diagnosed by history, which at that time it was a normal name of that illness. But now we know that after a trauma, someone can have the main symptoms as history, and it is not related to the gender of the person, but it can be perhaps a man coming back from the war situation, or coming back from a tragedy. So now we know it is not linked to the gender, but at that time, at the time of Charcot, women diagnosed by history was presented as a theater event. So they was forced to present the symptoms, the well-known symptoms of the history. And the third group in the Mireille Dottin-Orsini's book is a chapter with the appearance of the vampire. I don't know how to pronounce it. So it is someone who is linked to the blood, who took the blood of someone else who is living with it, eating the blood, and somehow it was a male initially, but then transformed into a female figure. And this transformation is important because the color of the blood is red. So from this red color, especially we are coming into the fourth group, which mean into this group, the Romans are speaking about women with a very pale and very white skin, with red hair, and this red hair is coming from the blood, from the third group, and this kind of presentation is typical to the Jewish man, to the Jewish woman. So into this fourth group, Romans are speaking about women who are desired, who cannot be touched, because the whole society, the Jewish society, is closed, and no one can have a Jewish woman from outside. So it is speaking about a sociological question of the dominancy of the dominancy into in the society. So someone is desired because she is she's talented, she is rich, she cannot be touched. So for the rest of the society, she is somehow untouchable. So now we are only speaking about femme, about woman, but in my research, I try to give the frame for the whole Jewish society. So the whole, we are not speaking about anti-Semitism, but the basic of this image of the Jewish person is linked to the anti-Semitic picture about Judaism, about Jewish women and Jewish men, and the whole question of femme fatale, the whole question of the person who can destroy the rest of the society became the Jewish person, the Jewishness, the whole Jewishness. So as a frame for the copies, I think the picture is living with us nowadays. So it is living with us, meaning to the or viewpoint from the majorities, the society, major part, and reflecting back to the minority, reflecting back to the Judaism, and reflecting back for all people who are coming out of the identical major society. So the society considers to be inefficient and doesn't accept, doesn't tolerate someone who is creative, who is talented, and doesn't tolerate if an artist if an artist with his illness must to be into a psychiatric hospital, for example. So it is something as a sign of the weakness, and the weakness is somehow linked to the woman, linked to the victim, linked to the Jewish woman, and linked to something which is desired as a sexual object, but not touchable. And at the end, I think a psychiatric patient can also be viewed as the same, with the same weakness, with the same person. So anyway, if we have artists and artists' work into this collection, it is somehow out of his whole oeuvre. So it is not integrated into his oeuvre because it is too weak, it is too womanish, if it is existing. So I am also looking at this whole, this avoided time, for example, as a weakness, as a part of the meaning of the femme fatale, the meaning of the not creative era of this artist. And we also have to speak about somehow the social dominance, which is linked to scholar Per Sidanius and Prato, and they are speaking about how the desirable and talented person is linked to the social dominance. So we have to integrate things, but we cannot do it because of our thinking, because of our culture, because of our identity. And the whole society has different part of identities. So I have this citation here about the social dominance as an individual tendency to view groups in hierarchical terms and such that people high in social dominance will support social policies promoting the social stratification of groups. Social dominance theory is a multi-level integrative theory of intergroups relations. Its central aims has been to understand the ubiquity and stubborn stability of group-based inequalities. So it is important for this thinking, for this research. I think it is important to understand the relation and the hierarchy of the whole society to the minorities. So this is my first picture about the chosen art piece from the collection, psychiatric art collection of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences. So as I was speaking about the Judaism and about Jewish persons, let's see the picture. This is a 20 centimeter big ceramic art piece. So it is not so huge and big. And you can see some characteristic things as the white skin and red hair. And the formal meaning is somehow representing to me the dolor and the trauma, what she was in her life. Maybe we don't know quasi nothing about the author. We don't know who was the creator of this ceramic opera, ceramic art piece. We only know that it was something, a huge trauma for her, and it is representing a contrary of the Christian meaning of the person on the cross. So if we are linking it to the main figure of the Christianity, we see that the person on the cross is not a male. She may be representing herself, and not, we are not seeking her from the outside, represented by others. So it is somehow linked to the inner life of that person. She is totally naked. She is totally turned down and turning in front of the cross. And the whole nakedness and the whole person is somehow, for me, representing a Jewish person, a Jewish woman. But I cannot explain why. It is my point of view. I think because of the representation of the trauma because of the representation of pain. And it is somehow a self-representation. So we don't know quasi nothing. It is just my opinion and my research on it. But may I ask you if it is a self-representation? May I ask you if it is linked to the masculine or the feminine? Or if you have in your mind some antecedents, some art pieces view before. So let's see just the Temptation of Saint Anthony. I hope you understand it. So it is an art piece from 1878, made by Félicien Rops. And the Temptation of Saint Antoine is just something which can turn his thinking on the Christianity, thinking on the main thematic of his studies. So we can see a lot of things happening around him. Just a woman on the cross who is naked, who is presenting herself and her herself as a desire, as a sexual object, if you want, and she is a coquetting person, so someone who tried to raise the person in front of her. We have a lot of other persons as the foolish people, the foolish man, and the pig as symbol of the sexuality, of course, also because Saint Antoine, as part of the Christian church, he was a celibate, so he cannot do sex with other persons. So we understand the meaning of that symbols, but it is not the same meaning that then the person on the cross represented into the Hungarian collection. So it is something totally different, and it cannot be an antecedent. It cannot be an example. And we know, or I know, or I think that the person who made this ceramical figure, she doesn't view this image before her, so it was not an example for her. Let's speak about Charcot's thing. Maybe now you can see better the page. So these designs are coming from the demoniac in medicine. So somehow a medical book representing the medical thinking and medical recovery and medical practice about how to chess, how to get out the demonic from persons who are ill. So this is the representation of the history. I was speaking about Charcot's theatrical events. So there is just one representation of how the historical person can act in the in her illness. It can be the same meaning as the trauma in the ceramical work, but we see the person is lying in her back and not in her front. So in the real reality, it is not a prefiguration of that ceramic at all. So for this small ceramic object, there is no medium, there is no story. It is not addressed to someone. It is not speaking about someone, about a special one. It is just a crucified figure, and we are watching it. So we are asking each other, or we are asking us as a self, what are we watching? Who are we watching? And what is represented at this figure? Is it a crucified Jewish or a crucified Jewish woman? Is it a desired object? Is it someone who is suffering? Is it someone who has lost some other things, who is admiring some other things or other person? So we have only questions about that object, and we don't have any answer at all. So I wish that you see the whole object in the reality before I move into the other thematic of my presentation. So I will share to you a video. I hope it will be seen. So now I will just speak shortly about my good friend, artist, who is Michel Nedjar, and the link between the two pictures and the two artists is totally formal. And I was just taking his first puppet as a formal analogy for my ceramical oeuvre. So this is his puppet, but he is always making puppets or coming from his travel, because he likes traveling, and he likes to know other countries and other people. So once he was also in Budapest, and he has seen the collection. The link between his oeuvre and the collection is also important, because in Lille there is a museum which was enlarged by an outsider collection, and the owner of this one owner of this outsider collection was Michel Nedjar, and his works also can be seen as outsider artists' oeuvre, because he was never formed, he was never entertained as artist. He's a self-made man, and he was also chosen by Jean Dubuffet to make part of the Art Brut collection in Lausanne, and he is sewing art pieces. So he's sewing things together. Mainly he makes puppets, but there is no meaning of these puppets. The meaning of them is mostly coming from his inner life and inner reality. There is no story, there is not other meaning, just to sew things together. So he is linked to the Judaism. He made a lot of Jewish puppets for the invitation of the Maj, which is the Musée d'art et histoire de judaïsme à Paris, so in Paris. And this puppets was telling or speaking or representing it was not coming in English, sorry. Mm. Which festivity is the help me please, the main festivity of us with other looks and other meanings in February. Help me please. Marianne, can you help me?
Maybe Mardi Gras. Do you think about?
No.
Is it a Jewish or is
The
it
Jewish one. Just help
Purim?
me.
Purim?
The Purim. Yes, please. Thank you. So this is the Purim puppets, and they are also representing the travelers, just sewing tickets of tramway or train, and some papers to papers of museums and papers of advertisement and so on. So they are just stories for the artist and not stories for us as a viewer of the puppets. And he is also making questions about social suffering, about the minorities, about the suffering. So in this part, he is linked to the trauma. He made the trauma in his early childhood because of his two sisters. He was the third kid of in his family, and always he made the dress of the dolls and the puppets of his sisters. So he was somehow continuing this act in his active and creative art method. So he is just a creative man. He is living between the dolls, between the puppets, and all his life is happening in his own reality. So this is the link how the creativity can become an artistic view, an artistical event as well. So I have two videos about him, and I wish to present you. You are okay with it? Oh, pardon. Do you hear also the voice of the video or not?
No, we can't hear it. Can't hear it.
How can I share with the voice?
Actually, I think it should ask you if you want to share it with the voice. Try to reshare it again.
Now, okay. So it is speaking in French. I will just show you the. This is the first doll. What is he showing us first?
La première poupée que j'ai faite, parce qu'il ne faut pas oublier que dans les années 50, un petit garçon qui jouait à la poupée, c'était pas tellement bien vu. Et on me l'avait déjà...
So he's showing us the first doll, what he made. And he is also telling us how it was in his childhood in the early 50s when he was playing with dolls, and it was not so well viewed. It was not so accepted if a young boy was playing with dolls and not with cars and soldads and so on. So as I told, he had two sisters, so he was also playing with dolls as his sisters.
A fait remarquer qu'il ne fallait pas trop que je touche aux poupées de mes sœurs. Et un jour, un des baigneurs de ma sœur tombe par terre et se casse en 1000 morceaux. Un gros baigneur comme ça, assez fragile. Et donc j'ai ramassé une jambe. Et comme il y avait toujours du tissu à la maison, j'ai enveloppé cette jambe d'un bout de tissu, d'un bout de schmattès, et je n'ai fait ma poupée. Et bien sûr, je passais inaperçu avec cet objet magique. C'était vraiment une transgression totale. Et j'ai commencé comme ça à faire mes poupées.
So he was speaking about a story of one of his sister's doll, which was destroyed, and he was repairing it, and it became his own puppet and doll for a long time, and it was magic for him, and it was so he was okay to play with the dolls as his sisters. So now you can see his atelier.
Voilà la poupée. Voilà, c'est une jambe, un peu grignotée sans doute par un chien. Voilà un peu à quoi ça ressemblait.
So it is
Une jambe entourée de tissu, de schmattès. Et ça, c'était vraiment l'origine de mon désir, en fin de compte. Elle ne ressemblait pas du tout, bien sûr, pour les yeux de l'autre à une poupée, mais moi je l'appelais la poupée. Je les enterrais dans le jardin, et des fois j'avais complètement perdu l'endroit où j'avais enterré la petite, disons la poupée. Des fois.
So it is interesting as a concept. He was mourning his dolls into the garden, and sometimes he was not. He doesn't know after a certain time where he digged the doll, so it became somehow most older, and the doll has a special meaning with this act.
Déjà fasciné par la transformation de la poupée de tissu, comment c'était devenu sale, moisi, et avec l'odeur. Je me souviens d'une odeur même quand je déterrais à la poupée. Et j'étais émerveillé devant cette beauté.
So the most important thing of that part is that after recovering the doll on the earth, from the earth, it became much older. It became somehow with odor, with so it smelled, and the textile became dirty, and the whole appearance was totally different from before. So it was somehow magic for him. And in the meantime, you can also see his drawings and the dolls. So he is.
Alors là, on est
he is always thinking about the figurativity, but making dolls what he named dolls. They are somehow mostly golems or something linked to the mysticism and not to the real figurativity.
au musée d'art et d'histoire du judaïsme. Ce lieu, je l'appelle la cave. Et c'est là qu'est exposée la donation, 70% de la donation que j'ai faite au hommage. Et je suis très heureux de me voir exposé dans la cave. Et je me souviens, quand j'étais gosse, j'avais pris la bouteille de mercurochrome et avec un bâton que je trempais dans la petite bouteille, j'avais dessiné dans la cave des dessins rouges de chaque côté de l'escalier qui descendait dans la cave. Et tout autour, j'avais dessiné, j'avais écrit des signes kabbalistiques incompréhensibles et j'avais inventé une écriture. Quand j'ai vu l'exposition, j'ai pensé tout de suite à ces dessins que je faisais dans la cave.
So here he is speaking about his exhibition at the Museum of the Art and History of Judaism in Paris. And he is telling us history of his own life when he was thinking about Kabbalistic science, and he made drawings. He was thinking about the Kabbalistic mysticism, and he made life into his drawings. So I think it is interesting in his whole œuvre.
De la maison de mes parents. Une fois que le travail sort de mon atelier, c'est plus mon histoire. C'est les histoires de l'autre ou des autres. À l'école, j'étais un très très mauvais élève, je ne comprenais rien, tout était abstrait pour moi, calcul, grammaire, dictée, rien. J'étais toujours en train de rêver, de dessiner et de fabriquer mes objets, mes poupées. Et par la suite, vu que je n'avais aucun diplôme, même pas mon certificat d'études, donc ma mère m'a dit, écoute Michel, il y a une seule possibilité, ben, tu vas être tailleur comme ton père.
So now he's speaking about his early childhood at the school. He was all the times dreaming and not taking any science. So he doesn't have his diploma, and after a certain age, his mother taught him to become a tailor as his father, a tailor as an artist, not as a scientific person.
Voilà, je vais vous montrer mon diplôme de modéliste, styliste. C'est une pièce importante, un témoignage de mon métier de tailleur. Quand j'étais apprenti, après le travail, j'allais prendre des cours du soir, 28 rue Bergère, Paris 9e. Et le diplôme date du 18 décembre 1964. Donc j'avais 17 ans.
So he has one diploma to become a stylist, and it dates from 1964. So that is the only one diploma what he has, and it is important to him.
Il y a même une photo, là, où on me voit à 17 ans. Au bout de 2-3 ans d'apprentissage, j'avais mon diplôme, le seul que j'ai eu dans la vie, un diplôme. J'étais assez doué pour la couture, parce que puisque mon père est tailleur, donc j'ai vu mon père. Il y avait toujours une machine à coudre dans la maison, et il y avait toujours aussi du schmattès un peu partout. Donc c'est vraiment en moi, ça. C'est vraiment mon atavisme presque organique, c'est physique, quoi. J'adore le schmattès, et en plus le vieux schmattès que ma grand-mère, Adèle, qui avait une boutique au marché.
So anyway, he's telling us about his family life, which was a Jewish family with his father tailor, and also his aunt who sells somehow the dress. So he was all the times with sewing, seeking people sewing. So it was natural to become someone working as it is in the family.
Opus de vêtements d'occasion. Le schmattès, c'est un peu le rebut. Et moi, j'ai eu de la chance au marché aux puces dans les années 70 jusqu'à sa mort, 76. J'ai travaillé avec elle. Et elle m'a donné ce goût du vieux vêtement. Et je pense qu'elle me passait dans le schmattès, c'était aussi la Pologne, le ghetto, la nourriture, le yiddish. Et tout ça, c'est après que je l'ai compris. Après, avec le travail, tout ça. J'ai une chance extraordinaire. Et mon père qui était tailleur, qui était le contraire, qui était dans le neuf, la confection, puis ça marchait bien. C'était ce qu'on appelle les 30.
So there is a contradiction between the two persons who he was speaking about. So the aunt was coming from Poland, from a Yiddish speaking family, and she was all the times with old dresses, and his father was creating the new dress. So it was a contradiction between the two personages. And he, as a creator, as an artist, he wished to link these two things: the old tissue, the old textile, and creating something new based on this old stuff and old textile.
Glorieuse. Donc mon père avait une très belle situation économique, puis il avait un magasin de confection à Barbès, Ned Edson, et ça marchait très bien. Et de temps en temps, le samedi, pour me faire de l'argent de poche, j'allais travailler chez mon père dans la boutique aussi, à 14 ans, 15 ans.
So it is the boutique, the dress boutique of his father. And sometimes he also worked as to sell this dress, to have his own money, his own money to small things.
Donc voilà l'ambiance où j'ai vécu, dans quoi je suis né, dans quoi j'ai été fait, pétri. J'étais tailleur dès la naissance, quoi. Et j'ai abandonné le métier de styliste modéliste, mais ça m'a quand même servi, parce que dans les années 1970, au marché aux puces avec ma grand-mère, avec ces vieilles couvertures, ces vieilles nappes, ces vieux rideaux, j'ai fait des vêtements. Et aussi, il ne faut pas oublier le contexte de l'époque. 1970, c'était la folie, c'était les hippies. Et j'ai gagné comme ça un peu d'argent et j'ai commencé, grâce à cet argent, à voyager, à faire le tour du monde.
So in the 60s and 70s, when the time was for the hippies, he made some money, some pocket money from his drawings and his dress, and he began to travel. So that was the time when traveling became a part of his life. And after it, for years, he was living in different countries, mostly French-speaking countries, but it is part of his knowledge about different cultures and different societies, and also he integrates all this knowledge into his own puppet shows and puppets. But we know only about it after his storytelling. We don't see it on the pictures or on the puppets. So that the main things between the two objects that I was speaking about, that we quasi don't know the meanings, the real meanings. They are only speaking to each of us after making questions. And that is the resume of resume of my presentation.
J'ai rencontré mon ami Théo Hernandez, qui m'a initié au cinéma, qui était mexicain. Et là, on a décidé, tous les deux, de partir au Maroc. Et au Maroc, on a décidé de partir en Inde. Les années 70, Katmandou et tout.
Judit,
Tralala,
can you hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now we are running out of time a little bit. So
Okay.
may I ask you to summarize your presentation? And now we will move to questions if you have. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the summarize that we have to have questions, and we have to have our own viewpoint on both of my objects, and we cannot know if we are seeking something Jewish or seeming to be Jewish or Christian, or what we are seeking. What is this? Just we need to have questions, and this is the resume of my presentation. And thank you for your listening, and I hope it was clear for all of you, or you have some questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judith. It was a very rich presentation, and we have maybe some minutes to questions or comments. So I will just open the floor. So if do we have any questions or comments to Judith? No, so I will have one very short question regarding the cross, this little cross. So are there any other similar works in the collection that you were? Is it the only one? Okay, I see. So thank you very much.
So we have a lot of copies, but this is not a copy. It is just a framework to be a copy of the creative person.
Yes, yes.
This is just my research on it.
Miriam have a question, so please, Miriam.
Yeah, thank you. This was very interesting presentation. I also have a question about this first work from your collection of the psychiatric patients, the woman on a cross. I think that there was also a lot of power in it, not just victimization, because she showed the body actually very injured, right? As I understood, in a way similar like Jesus on a cross, or after being taunted by Jews or people accompanying him. So she shows the body also with a lot of this little orange, like her hair, marks that sort of remind of wounds. So I don't know if you want to comment about that. And the fact that she was turned towards the cross and not showing her body, actually it's I understood it as a opposite of being an object of desire. So in a way, she also could be connected to the puppets that you showed us, because it's in a different Christian traditional way, but still showing opposition and novel way of reading of the human body.
I think also it is the most powerful work in this collection. I think it is representing something as a self-identification with the desire. So opposite to the Christ on the church, on the cross, but maybe there is someone missing. So she's showing us her sexuality against someone who is missing. So maybe this is a powerful traumatization or something. What was happening with her? We don't know. Really nothing.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a question? On the same, I'd like to give a different interpretation to the ones that you put forth. To taking into consideration the iconography of Mary Magdalene. There is a whole bunch of pictures Ropes did and Gauguin did and other people did of a nude woman embracing the cross as part of not something highly sexual, although there is several versions that are really sexual, but as a turning to Christ in a moment of self-identification with Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to ask whether you would see it in that way. I mean, if she is somebody who is wounded inside, maybe we're not talking about somebody that has relevance to Judaism, but that has relevance to a turning to an intense form of Catholicism and an imitation of Christ.
Yeah, it can be a relevant interpretation too. It can be.
Okay.
Thank you for the comments, Ziva. And now, thank you again, Judit, for the interesting presentation. And I will invite you all for next week for the same time for the presentation by Martina Colombi from Italy about the Jewish presence in the Milan art market in the 19th century. So I hope I will see you again next week. So thank you so much, and thank you again, and see you. Goodbye.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Thank you.